Welcome to this tutorial on how to use ATTOM Data Environmental Risk Data. ATTOM Data is a leading provider of property data and analytics, and their environmental risk data is a valuable tool for understanding the potential environmental hazards associated with a property. First, let's define what environmental risk data is. Environmental risk data refers to information about potential environmental hazards such as flood zones, wildfire risk, and toxic waste sites. This data is essential for property investors, insurers, and other stakeholders who need to assess the potential risks associated with a property. To get started with ATTOM Data Environmental Risk Data, you will need to access their platform and navigate to the Environmental Risk section. Here, you will find a range of data points, including flood zone designations, wildfire risk scores, and proximity to toxic waste sites. One of the key concepts to understand when working with environmental risk data is the concept of flood zones. Flood zones are areas that are prone to flooding, and they are designated by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. ATTOM Data provides detailed information on flood zones, including the zone designation and the associated risk level. Another important concept is wildfire risk. Wildfire risk refers to the potential for a property to be affected by a wildfire. ATTOM Data provides wildfire risk scores, which are based on factors such as vegetation, topography, and weather patterns. In addition to flood zones and wildfire risk, ATTOM Data also provides information on proximity to toxic waste sites. This data is essential for understanding the potential environmental hazards associated with a property. To get the most out of ATTOM Data Environmental Risk Data, it's essential to understand how to interpret the data. For example, a property located in a high-risk flood zone may require additional insurance or mitigation measures. Similarly, a property with a high wildfire risk score may require additional precautions such as defensible space and fire-resistant materials. Best practices for using ATTOM Data Environmental Risk Data include regularly reviewing and updating your data to ensure that you have the most current information. It's also essential to combine environmental risk data with other data points, such as property characteristics and market trends, to get a complete picture of the property. In conclusion, ATTOM Data Environmental Risk Data is a powerful tool for understanding the potential environmental hazards associated with a property. By following the steps outlined in this tutorial and using the data in conjunction with other information, you can make more informed decisions and minimize your risk. Remember to always review and update your data regularly and combine it with other data points to get the most accurate picture of the property.